From Mariba, we started heading south through the Atherton tableland, then west, arriving Tallaroo in rain again. Parts of the Georgetown Road were single lane width, and with the rain set in, plus the 10-kilometre dirt road into Tallaroo, both the van and ute were now bright orange. The cost to stay at Tallaroo was $40 per night with power and water. We got soaked setting up from the rain, then headed down to the private soak pools to relax. The mineral waters in the pools are said to have healing qualities, and staff adjust the water temperature to your choice. Next day the rain was heavier. We left our van at Tallaroo and head off to Cobbold Village. The 90-kilometre dirt road after Georgetown became very slippery. 20 kilometres from the village we came across a two-wheel drive towing a van that was bogged halfway up the hill. Peter managed to pull them out and we just made it in time for our tour. The tour at Cobbold Gorge was 3 hours. We all were bused to the start of Cobbold Creek. Half the people went in the boat for the first hour and a half, then did the gorge walk. We got to go in the boat first. The only mistake we made was not to be first or last in the line, as we had people in front of us in the boat and were not able to capture the journey very well on our camera. The boat slowly works its way up the 800 metre length. We saw a small freshwater crocodile hibernating under a rock. Cobbold Gorge was formed through sandstone sedimentation, leaving permanent water holes beneath the spectacular cliffs. It was raining. We were told we were lucky to see the gorge with water coming down, and were only the second tour group this season to experience this, but we did get wet. On the walk we got to don special booties and walk on Australia's only glass bridge. It was a big drop to the water. tour was amazing and our guide was a real laugh. Well worth the money. We stayed in the budget motel section and we had our own bathroom. These units were relocated from the Olympic Village back in its day. On our way back from Cobbold Village, we stopped at Forsyth. It is the rail terminus of the Savannah Lander journey and had a quirky little park. From Tallaroo, we drove the 40 kilometres to Mount Surprise. The caravan park is huge considering the size of the town, but there were lots of caravans on the road here. We were supposed to do a half-day tour on the Savannah train, but due to the amount of rain, they had to cancel the tour. So the next day we drove to O'Brien's Creek just out of Mount Surprise instead. From Mount Surprise, we drove the 50 kilometres to Undara. The village here was like an oasis in the bush. They cater so well here for all types of tourists, and the staff were also happy and helpful. That afternoon we did the lava tube tour. They bussed us out to the caves, giving a great insight to the history. The caves are all located in a rainforest area and were formed from the longest lava flow on Earth from a single volcanic crater. That night we splurged out and had macadamia encrusted barramundi. Yummy. There were heaps of walking trails you could do. We did the bluff walk and the walk to the heritage hut. The Collins family were the pioneer settlers in the area and built a hut like this. In 1992, the Queensland government purchased Spring Creek Station and the newly created National Park. Last morning we moved our caravan off-site to the long day parking area and drove to nearby Kalkari volcanic crater. We did the full 2.5 kilometre rim walk and marvelled at the views from the top. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for the next one on Great Inland Way.